I just feel I don't feel bad. I just feel like as far as back and forths and beefs go, like a bigger line in the sand hasn't been drawn, at least culturally speaking, like this in a long time. Because rappers beef, they go back and forth, they argue, you know what I'm saying, all the time. They do that all the time. At the end of the day, most people either end up saying that this person's career may not have gone the way that this person's did, or they'll be on some where it's like, okay, he just lost, or she just took the L, or they lost the beef. But I'm thinking about for the future, like he's making it culturally incorrect to consume Drake without a question mark. Like I don't, I'm as a person that looks at both artists' discography and like everything that they've put out over the years. Obviously, I think Drake has been on an artistic fall from grace for a while now, for some years. You know what I'm saying? I've made my critique of his artistry known very well, but tying and attaching all this other shit to it, I don't even think that Drake can necessarily help people out the same way that he used to, because what's the cosign for it? What does Drake's cosign for you do like right now in the current ecosystem? You know, this whole back and forth and shit been going on since what, like March of earlier this year, and there have been questions that have been raised, and I think the groomer angle has been used a lot of the time, you know what I'm saying, for a while now. It's not just something that came up when Kendrick, you know, went back and forth with them in this back and forth. It was something that's been a point of contention for a while now, a couple years, but it's never been as public, you know what I'm saying, and as overt in terms of calling Drake out for what I believe there's really no other way to describe him as in this very moment than a weirdo. It hasn't been like this open and public in a long time, and to have so many people like co-signing Kendrick, not even that it's just from the West Coast, but you got producers that are signing on, you got rappers from his city that are signing on. Meanwhile, Drake, before this whole thing came about, was talking about how I get more love in the city that you from. Like, that's crazy to look back at that line in that bar and see what's happening in this music video and just what's happened across the country. I can't speak globally speaking, obviously, but just across the country, what people's reaction to just Drake in general is, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This is not that bad, right? Or maybe I'm tripping. Nah, that's not that. that's not that. That's not that bad. I think. I don't like the way y'all talking about, bro. I'm a stand on it. I don't like the way y'all talking about, cuz I can't even find which one that I wanted to put my thing on, so I'm gonna just not even touch the soundbar. I'm gonna just not even touch the soundbar. Maybe it's just bad lighting, you know. I think it's just bad lighting. How about that? Maybe that's just bad lighting. You defending your mans? No, I'm just defending people taking bad flicks every now and again. Lighting give you bags? I mean, it don't give you bags, but it can emphasize issue. It can emphasize shit on your face. It's not really like an issue. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I think it's the camera. I think it's the I just got this today. Well, not today. I got it a couple days ago. The FX3. It's amazing, by the way, and it's so clear, right? That like certain shit that you didn't even know was on your face pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit will just pop up out of nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? Now I flipped the camera around, I put it on myself. It didn't happen to me, but I'm just saying, like it's possible. I think the bigger issue is bro's pupils are dilated like fuck. Oh my god, why are they doing this? Personally, I don't know what he did wrong. At the event. Outside of the cultural aspect of it, I'm just talking about the grooming shit. I see hints of that, and I think, you know, that's enough to get somebody to 86 his whole discography from their phone. But culturally speaking, they've made it just like impossible for people to listen to Drake without question mark. And not in real life, obviously, but just to publicly announce your allegiance to the Drake fan base and the Drake audience. Like, they've made it impossible to him. My music taste over the years has changed a lot, changed pretty drastically anyway. So it's not just a result of someone, you know, constantly dropping ass that will make me go from listening to them pretty similarly regularly to not listening to them at all. But it's like every record. I don't think Drake could come out with a record today that would make me be like, oh yeah, he got it. That will make me look at him different. That will recontextualize everything that's happened. That will recontextualize his career and make me look at bro in a more favorable light right now. Like, what can he do is what my question is. Because I don't know what he can do. Y'all got to come with me. I'm not going into this dumpster fire by myself. So Whitney dancing in the video is enough to make Kendrick fans believe he didn't hit her. But all of Drake's victims coming out and saying he did nothing wrong doesn't matter. These double standards are insane. Well, this would be a good argument, you know what I'm saying, if before this beef had come out, he and her didn't address issues within their marriage before, you know, this whole situation. Like that's what would have made this look way worse for Kendrick, is if Drake making mention of it exposed the problems that they had in their relationship, you know. But unfortunately, they didn't wait until they was in a beef with somebody before they started calling themselves out and like reflecting, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate because most people that are like introspective and they're like, you know, they like to, you know, go in and they like to start fixing themselves without a beef being their motivator for it. You know, most of those people, they tend to do better with optics. They just do. Just celebrating an artist doing this. Oh, never mind. Nah, Kendrick funny as fuck. What? Make sure you hide your little sister from him. What is this? No, this is just weird. I like, again, it's not even that like I think that Drake was doing something with the kid in the video or nothing like that. It's just, if you thought that that's what the record is about, and then you look in the video and you're like, oh no, he funny as fuck. Like, what's funny about that? Why is that funny at all? If you thought that that's what the type timing that Drake was on, why are you laughing at that? I don't get that at all. Like, that's why I say some of the shit that this whole thing is about, I just feel like it's gone way beyond the point of what the initial idea of it was for. Like, niggas don't take any of the shit that is actually in there serious to a point where it's like, oh, I actually gotta, you know what I'm saying, stand on my own moral compass for a minute. Like, nah, they don't give a fuck. A lot of them. If that was the case, why the fuck would you be reposting and talking about, oh no, that's fucking hilarious? What the fuck is funny about that? I don't get that. And I don't even know where the song goes at the end of this. Like, do y'all think that Not Like Us ends up getting one of the songs of the year for 2024? It's obviously the biggest moment, rap related. It's the biggest moment by far out of the whole year so far. I don't know if that trajectory or that same, you know what I'm saying, destination exists for it as we continue down the remainder of the year. I don't know if there's any other crazy songs, any bangers coming our way, but I do know as of right now, it's the biggest moment in hip-hop for 2024. I think this right here is my favorite part of the video. I just like seeing people happy, you know what I'm saying? As somebody who had a lot of familial issues growing up, like a lot of issues with family and a lot of like infighting for the most part, you know, and had to develop. Like, some people aren't born with family. Some people have to build their own. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. And I just feel like this is so much community in the photo or in the video. You know what I mean? It's so much togetherness. That's what I like about it. I don't really necessarily, you know, want to go back to the song to keep bumping it, given the content of it. But the moment that it creates, you know what I'm saying? That means a lot. You know what I'm saying? That does a lot for your soul, for your spirit and shit like that. So just the moment, the camaraderie, the togetherness, it's us against them and they not like us, like that makes me feel good. Seeing people feel good, seeing people enjoy each other's space, enjoy each other's time, even if that moment exists only temporarily, like, that's good. You know what I'm saying? I like when I see stuff like that.